Disclaimer. This video is made for entertainment purpose only, it doesn't mean to hurt anyone, and don't take it seriously.
Cannot minimize Zoom Workplace when you're recording in me. Got it. Anyways, MC, what's going on? I haven't seen you in such a long time.
I know. It's a new month. Almost at the end of this political regime.
We weren't around Thanksgiving.
I know. We dropped, I think, an episode right before that, right?
Did we drop a Thanksgiving episode?
We didn't give a Thanksgiving episode. I think it was the week before we had recorded. And that was it. I would think it was our Tyson take and Cobra Kai take, right?
No one really gave a shit about our Tyson reviews.
We lost all the rub from Iron Mike on that episode.
We got nothing.
Yes.
No one even cared. Everybody's like, that's enough of you guys in the Tyson. You don't even know. You're not
buried
fighters.
Under the algorithm of nothingness.
Algorithms. So I was Thanksgiving. Did you go to Thanksgiving?
No, it's pretty chill. Just unfortunately, just most family away from here. So I talked to some. But had a turkey meal. That was about it. How about you?
You had a hungry man? Hungry man where you cut out the little cherry pie.
Maybe a slightly step up, a Stouffer's.
A hungry man meal.
Hungry man might be the bottom of the barrel, I think.
Dude, hungry man. No, it's not, man. Hungry man is awesome. Hungry man meal. I wonder what that commercial was like. I forgot that commercial. I have to look it up now.
Like a listener who works for Hungry Man. Motherfucker, we're the best.
We fucking don't. They even make Hungry Man any meals anymore?
They do. I do. I think I did contemplate one of them, but I'm like, green beans and turkey. I don't know.
It's not the size. It's not the portions anymore. I don't think.
No, I got a bigger. It was a big. Believe it or not, it was a bigger Stouffer's, but it's potatoes, stuffing, and turkey. Mainly, just wanted something with a decent turkey. The grocery store had a pretty good deal on it. There was no there was no turkeys in the grocery store out there. Everything was fresh, ready to make chicken, but you could not find like a ready made, because I've gotten turkey or chicken reduced into like the bags they're ready to make. I told them probably would have bought one. Yeah, I told them I would have bought one of them, but there's none to be.
Are you a fan? Are you a fan of turkey?
I do like turkey or chicken. I alternate from.
That's not
a fan of, or ground turkey too. I've used that as well.
Not a fan of turkey. If anybody doesn't know what Hungry Man is, here's a Hungry Man commercial from 2010. Oh wait, I forgot. I gotta stop. I gotta.
Oh no!
Shoot, man! I always forget to share the sound so you can hear it.
Yes.
Here it is. Hungry Man commercial 2010.
Warren Sapp is a Pro Bowl defensive tackle.
Warren Sapp, baby.
Warren Sapp is a hungry man.
Jeez.
Packed with extra-large portions of the food men love, Hungry Man satisfies
Roasted
even the biggest
turkey,
appetites.
baby.
Hungry Man, it's good to be full.
Then they throw a frozen brownie in there. Oh,
A
lot of corn.
Here's something that's funny about the Hungry Man. Every commercial has a football player in it. Here's one from 1980.
They're all hungry. They're all hungry.
We're gonna reach out to the 1980 crew. Here's a 1980. It looks like with Mean Joe Green. There that is, Mean Joe Green.
Yeah.
Sit right down there, America. Swanson's cooking just for you.
When Joe gets hungry, he means it. So he goes for a Swanson Hungry Man dinner.
Look at all that meat.
Look at all that meat.
I'm a second happy.
Dude, do you see that meat? That looked horrible. I can't get it.
20, 30 years later, it doesn't get much better than that, folks, does it?
Oh, that looked horrible.
Oh,
that meat looked gross.
So did that.
Come over, Dad. You're not the only hungry man in the family.
Yeah, there's Warren Sapp. I didn't know he's related.
Warren
to
Sapp.
Bill
Today's
Gates.
Hungry Man dinners to satisfy your hearty appetite.
Swanson's cooking just for you.
Yeah, Hungry Man.
Who
So
only knows what type of preservatives are now in there in the 20
did you see those little beef patties? I mean, I love those things. Those Salisbury steak.
Salisbury steak? Who knows what that's doing to our guts 30, 35
Too
years
late.
later.
It's too late. It's probably still.
Oh.
I think the colonoscopy found it. They said, "Is that a hungry man inside your colon?" It is.
We scraped a few patties off your colon.
Hungry man Salisbury steak.
We turns out 35 years later, it's not digestible at all.
Yeah. You can use this as also a doorstop and also use it as a bookmark.
One of our few listeners.
I think I ate a hamburger.
Hungry man executive. Yeah. I always liked you guys. Why did you do this today?
Did you not see that Hungry Man Salisbury steak? That just looked really.
Oh, that does not look enticing at all.
No.
Nor did those turkey patties from the other one with Warren Sapp either, though. That does not look like any turkey from this universe.
Let's see what a Salisbury steak Hungry Man meal. Let's see from the 1980s had in. I wonder if they have the nutritional facts. Do you think they did nutritional facts back in the 1980s?
Yeah, I think they did, but remember we never paid attention to those though. That was like that because we weren't thinking of our own government and FDA was approving poisoning us, but apparently that's been going on since probably the 60s or whatnot. So
Hungry Man Salisbury steak from 1980 contains 590 calories. That's not too bad.
From 1980.
It's a good source of protein, fiber, and calcium. One serving of Salisbury steak with gravy contains 87 calories, 5.5 grams of fat, 5.1 grams of protein, and 4.5 grams of carbohydrates. So it really wasn't that bad.
Now look at what the same ingredients are in the 2024 one.
2024.
Got to be much worse. It has to be. Has to be.
Let's see what the nutritional Hungry Man steaks has 560 to 620 calories per package. The gravy contains the gravy itself contains 560 calories.
Can't even narrow it down. That's somewhere between 500 and 9,000 calories. Maybe, we don't know.
Oh my God. But the gravy itself contains 560 calories. So the steak and the gravy is almost 1,000 calories in one.
They have to do two
meal.
nutritional columns. It doesn't look that bad if we split up the gravy and the meat.
Oh, well, here you go, fucker. The total grams of fat. You ready for this?
31,000.
31 grams of fat.
31 grams of. Are they usually measured in milligrams?
Fuck no, grams.
Yeah.
The other one was what? 5? Did I just read you the? Was it 5?
Yeah, probably. It's got to be much worse, obviously.
The other one, grams of fat, was 5.5.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
So what changed? What decided, oh, hey, we're going to give you more fat and calories?
Hey, guess what? How would you like to burn this calories? They give you an option to do that too. They give it on the side of the nutritional facts. They
how
tell
many
you,
miles on the treadmill that you have to do?
If you run at 6 miles, if you run at 6 miles per hour and for an hour, you'll burn off a Hungry Man meal. Oh, fuck. You got a bike for almost 2 hours. Get rid of it. And walking, you got to walk for like 3 hours if you want to get rid of this shit.
Do they have like a nutritional value, like count or something? 0. Negative 55.
So the 31 grams of fat. Fuck. Cholesterol.
Weird, considering 70. In 1980 it was 5.5.
Do you want to know what the sodium is?
Oh, probably in the thousands.
More.
12.
1,600.
1,600. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's bad.
Shit, dude.
That's per bite, right?
Per bite. That's just Warren Sapp. And Warren Sapp was
at the end of it. No, you can only eat it if you're Warren Sapp, who will be burning it off in the Sunday that you're playing.
He died. Yeah, so he probably too many Hungry Mans.
Probably if they gave him that whole basketful.
The protein is good though. The protein's 21 grams, so you get 21 grams of protein in there.
So it is
fat. Half of that
fat.
Half of that meal's fat.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
It gives you a little pie chart and it says right down the half, 49% of it's fat.
In the column, in the
God
nutritional
dang.
column, be careful. Warning: you eat at your own risk.
No wonder everybody's so fat.
Oh
And you can buy that for $1.50. That's the
Wow.
part. That's the part never.
No,
makes
that's
any
not
sense.
$1.50 anymore. It's like $3.99. I think they are now.
Even
This
then,
run.
even then, right?
Yeah,
So it's a cheaper meal, but look at how much shit's in it.
yeah,
But it's a meal, and it's just like, but it's bad for you.
yeah. All those heat
So
up
things
those
that are bad
microwavable
for you are
meals.
cheaper. Why is that? Why are the fucking shitty food cheaper? Just
Wow.
like soda. You can buy soda. For a while there, soda was getting expensive, but now it's kind of dropping back down.
Yeah,
You can buy cases of soda for like $5-6,
yeah.
and that's a 12-pack. And then you get a case of water for
Mm.
$3.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it doesn't make any sense. It's soda.
The soda was cheap for a while, and then like you said, they raised it up. Yeah, maybe it's coming down.
That
Yeah,
is
you could get it on
obesity
sale.
in America. So, anyways,
It's a profit. It's a profit off of us being sick. You know that is kind of what.
Yeah, that's you. That's you.
You'd still call yourself. Well, you still call yourself a hypochondriac, wouldn't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, don't you feel like something is causing you
I don't eat
health
this
issues?
shit. I
know,
this
but
shit.
like you know that it's out there though, so it is.
I've eaten it.
Yeah, it is detrimental to health. Obviously, as a big dude yourself, you'd much rather have a healthier alternative. If you're putting garbage into you, you're gonna walk around.
I'd rather have healthy garbage.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd rather have a pizza that's fresh.
Rather go outside and shoot a deer and have
what's
venison.
what's a pizza? What's a pizza? A pizza's freshly made. It's probably a lot more healthier than that shit, right?
I mean, it's probably tastier, but probably
how much fat you think is in a pizza?
In a frozen pizza?
No, not frozen. Just pizza. And so I don't get frozen meals. How much do you think is in a pizza?
I guess it depends on which and the average of a
Let's
pizza
just
place.
say a pepperoni pizza.
A pepperoni pizza, I would imagine that's probably terrible for you.
Really?
From the dough,
the sodium, and everything.
The pizza sauce probably weighing you down, depending on your.
How much fat's in a 14-inch pepperoni pizza? Contains about 12 grams of fat in one slice.
In one slice, it was of a medium pizza.
Still, if I only eat 2 slices, that's less than the Hungry Man.
Are you going to a pizza? Are you going to a restaurant or like a pizza place? And
I'm going to a pizza joint.
You're just ordering 2 slices, or are you ordering a whole medium
pizza? I don't eat the whole pizza though. I got to share with other people. But if I was just by myself, I'd probably eat 2 slices.
Really?
Now that would be.
You're
stretching.
a big dude. So if you came out and visited me where I'm at, and I took you to the pizza place, it's out.
I'd eat a bunch of pizza.
Yeah, you'd probably eat it. You'd probably eat a.
But if I'm home and I'm controlling myself, and I know I could have a handful of almonds or something, I'd probably eat 2 slices.
So you're gonna say, "Hey, honey, make a pizza so I can only eat 2 slices."
Yeah,
and you eat the other, and
I've only been eating 2 slices of pizza, and then I eat like 10 chicken wings.
I was gonna say before that, the slices. You just cut the pizza in half. 2 slices. It's 2 slices. I cut it in half.
And then the chicken wings. Chicken wings seem like a nutritional
50 chicken wings. I had pizza and wings today.
Smothered in a bunch of Asian zing.
Yeah, I just put a bunch of sauce on it and slathered it.
This is good for you, is it not?
I had 1 rib.
Drinking
one
a big
slab of rib.
Drinking a bunch of beers. So it was funny when I was in Cleveland. We were eating with my wife's family, and they're all Italian. And so we took them to a Mexican food restaurant because they didn't want Italian food. So they get there and they're already like, do they have hamburgers? I'm like, well, it's a Mexican food restaurant, so probably, but it's not like their go-to dish.
Yeah.
So I ordered tacos and the fish tacos, and the tacos are small, like they're like little small gourmet looking tacos.
Yeah.
So I ordered 2 orders because there's three at a piece. And aunt looks at me and she goes, "You're getting 2 orders?" And I go, "Well, they're kind of small." She goes, "But 2?" And I go, "Look at the size of me. I got to eat more than just 3 little tiny tacos. I got to eat more than that. My body needs fuel.
I'm a large man and I need large amounts of food.
My body needs fuel."
2 orders of the tacos are this big.
There they are. They're like 4-inch taco. I mean,
In my hands, a normal taco is nothing.
probably, yeah, it's probably true. It's probably, I didn't think about that. It's probably just someone else is holding it like, do this huge taco.
It's like
Andre the Giant holding the beer can.
I need 3 orders of these.
I just don't feel full. So speaking of that, what kept popping up on my socials and my feeds was this thing about doctors warn you shouldn't sit on the toilet for more than 10 minutes.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
It's been popping up a lot. And I keep
It's an epidemic
why.
epidemic with phones, I'm sure.
Yeah. So it says bathroom habits could be harming your health. Doctors are warning also spending too much time sitting on a toilet. And if you take your phone in or hiding from your small children, chances are you're sitting there for way too long. Then I started thinking that makes sense. That's what they always say. Sitting too long on the toilet can put pressure on your rectum and anus. This is a habit of lots of parents finding themselves doing. Lots of parents, because it's the only time alone without a toddler pulling their pants, legs, or asking them 1,000 questions. I don't really find myself hiding in the bathroom to get away from my kids.
Or like you. Well, you didn't you have a comedy bit where the hands underneath the
yeah, that was just going to the bathroom though.
Yeah.
They follow you anywhere. My dog right now does it. My dog just stands next to me while I'm going to the bathroom and they stare at me.
Their paw underneath there, wondering what you're doing.
Yeah. So it just says sitting on the toilet puts your pelvic floor in a vulnerable and relaxed state, which can cause dysfunction over time. Sitting too long on the toilet also causes injury, pressure on your rectum and anus, which can contribute to hemorrhoids.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. A lot of people don't know that you could be shitting wrong all these years. When we probably talked about this on an early episode because we briefly talked about the hemorrhoid stuff. If you're pushing out, like straining, like maybe that's obviously part of a bad diet too. If your poop isn't, but you're supposed to sit forward with your knees up higher, and it's supposed to be a correct angle to do it. If you're just sitting there straining, like leaning back, that actually is hurting.
So I should squat up on the toilet.
You should be
feet up on it.
You should be your knees should be higher, and you should be leaning forward. That's why you're really not.
Put my leg behind my head, and I get a full release.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, just like in a yoga position with leaning forward.
That's what that squatty potty supposedly is. A little stool they put out there, and
actually, it is really you're supposed to.
So you have a stool that you put your feet up on?
No, but I do try to practice correct, dude. If you've had hemorrhoids, which I believe you said you did, that's very painful. So I don't want to get that again ever.
Oh,
once is bad enough.
I get them. I have these little depositories that the doc gave me that I shove up my ass. So if I get a hemorrhoid, I just go, and then hemorrhoid gone. Everything's good.
It's supposed to be like witch hazel, right?
I didn't know that when I had I had a really bad hemorrhoid and it wouldn't go away, and I thought I was having hypochondriac. I had cancer of the ass, and so I went in and the doc was like, "You have a hemorrhoid," and I was like, "Oh," and it was internal, so it wasn't like it was on the outside. So I was like, "Oh," so he gave me those depositories, and they told me to use tuck pads, which is the witch hazel.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a tuck pad. You just wiped and threw it away.
Oh.
I didn't know you're supposed to tuck it in there and let it sit. So one time on the way, because I was riding a bike a lot to practice, I got a hemorrhoid in my ass and it was hurting. And so I was going on my way to the weight room and I tucked the pad up in my my underwear and up in my ass. And I put my shorts on and I rode to the weight room. And I thought it would have dried by then. But I sat down on the seat behind the desk in the weight room, and I'm all talking to the kids, and I get up, and there's just a wet spot there, and so embarrassing. So I peed out of my ass, kids. So make sure you guys.
I swear, it's witch AIDS. I swear.
Go ahead, sniff it.
What's witch AIDS, Coach? What the fuck? Why'd
Yeah.
you piss your pants, Coach? Why'd you pee all over your seat?
It says if you sit down and you can't have a bowel movement, get up and try again later, says David Woods from MD from the Self magazine. Toilets are not supportive. This is interesting. There's a hole in the middle. And a gastrologist says it's so the actual anorectal area is hanging a little bit lower than part is that is supported. So kind of goes with your idea of lifting your legs.
Yeah. Lean
You're just sitting
forward.
there.
Keep your knees up higher. Lean forward. And yeah, you're right. You're really not supposed to spend that much time on there because there's
a
if
risk.
And if you're not
will...
getting it out quicker enough, that's a problem too. That maybe you need you got to get some food.
Fiber, baby.
Got to get some fiber.
There's a risk that will
foliage.
start to ignore your signals when it's time to go. If you're sitting too long and you're not going to the bathroom, that kind of process actually stops. Your body can start to not recognize those signals anymore, and it can lead to constipation. So if you gotta poop now. And then it says the more bored you are in the bathroom, the quicker you'll get out of there. So they don't want you to go in there with a phone or anything like that. I used to read a Reader's Digest back when I was a kid. So this kept popping up. I thought it was interesting.
Old novels
during Thanksgiving. I'm seeing sitting on the toilet too long will cause hemorrhoids and all these bad things for you. So I was like, how do they know I'm going to sit on the toilet too long? And then I started taking. I'm a fiber now. I take a lot of fiber, and I don't know what kind of fiber you take, but fiber now is like my daily routine of stuff. So I realize the older I get, the more it causes problems for me sitting on the toilet. So
I have something I gave to my own buddy who had problems with that plug, but it is within arm's reach, I think, almost here. So I found these, and it's a gummy. It might be distorted, but
hold it back by your shirt. Yep. Yeah. Gummy fibers.
Yeah. So it's
how much sugar's in those, though?
Yeah, that could be a problem, but because they have added sugars too. But there's copper in. There's chlorophyllum, copper. I mean, I take copper on its own. Copper, a lot of people don't know this, which I'm going to help you out. If you want to retain your natural hair color, if you take copper is a good absorbent with zinc, which is good for your. Might be your beard. Might help your beard too. But if you take copper, it will help your natural hair color retain. But copper is a good absorbent for zinc. So
you're saying I wouldn't have gray in my beard if I took copper?
I mean, do you see a lot of grays in mine?
If I just swallow pennies?
Not that type of copper, dummy. But yeah, I mean, it might have helped on here. I mean, I noticed when I was getting more grays since taking it almost daily, I haven't seen as many.
So your hair came back darker?
It's just retained its natural one. That's good because I've taken it almost daily now. But I also take zinc almost daily. It's good as prostrate too. Originally, I was taking it as an absorbent because I heard zinc absorbs better when you take copper. But also an added benefit of copper is it does help in retaining your natural hair color. So all these people are taking whatever. Not alopecia, that's the wrong thing. Hair for whatever for man, whatever, all that stuff that they're dyeing their hair. You just start taking maybe 50 milligrams of copper every day. And it might save you having to have to do that.
I have to look that up.
Ladies too.
First, I'm going to share with you a video.
This is where we get canceled. Telling people health advice.
Saying people how to sit on the toilet properly.
Yeah, telling them how to take copper for the hair color.
How to sit on a toilet properly. It's a really simple process, and I will be walking you through the instructions in this video.
What makes people think that they have to give this? This guy's not even professional audio. He's just doing this at a YouTube video, and he's trying to look like he knows what he's talking about as his wife's hairdryer is back there sitting on the toilet.
How creepy
is.
He's not using a freaking hairdryer. You know that.
And I'm
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah, so
Excellent observation.
His wife's like, "Can you get out of there so I can use the bathroom?"
Okay, and you want to try and sit down in sort of a central location on the toilet seat. You don't want to be too far to the right. You don't want to be too far to the left. You want
Who sits to the side of a toilet?
I don't know. I don't know
Who the fuck? Who just
is he
throws
telling that
themselves down halfway, ass cheek in one hole?
You're
the other
just
one's hanging over
constantly
the edge?
farting.
Yeah, you're just gonna shit on the seat.
sort of sit in the center.
The fucking
now, with
idiot.
regards to your posture,
What do you mean you gotta sit in the
leaning
center?
back,
Really? Is that what you
okay?
do?
That's not something that you want to be doing. You shouldn't be leaning back when you are.
Well, I'll tell you
Never.
why you don't want to lean back, because you'll push that water bowl over and the water will leak out the gasket. 'Cause it does move a little bit, so you
Well,
don't want to
if
lean
you're
back.
You're a
If you want to sit
350-pound
on
man,
top,
yes.
You also shouldn't be leaning.
I'm not
forward
350
like this.
pounds. Fuck you.
You want to sort of find that happy medium between too far back and too far forward. You should pretty much sit with your back being straight up, just like
No,
that. Okay?
whoever
And
you're
try and
listening
sit
to,
with proper posture.
that's not right.
Now, when you sit like this, it will distribute your weight evenly amongst.
Well, again, we got to go into the theory of where he's doing. He's doing this in his bathroom where his wife's hairdryer is. He's bald, so he doesn't have hair, so he's not using the hairdryer. And he's decided
or
to give
the comb.
He decided to give a tutorial. And down here, when you see another video pop up of him unclog a toilet, so
Spends a lot of time in
It
that
will
bathroom.
distribute your weight evenly on the toilet seat, and that will cause you to have a very comfortable seating position.
No, you actually are
Just
supposed
like
to
that.
lean
Once
forward.
again, the
I
two
did my
key
research on
factors
this. You
are
are
the
supposed to
location
lean
of
forward.
the seat
Finish.
and the angle.
Well,
of
it's already
your back.
wrong.
Once again,
Hold
with
on.
regards to the location on the seat, you don't want to be too far to the right, too far to the left.
I don't know why he's
too
got to worry
far
about too
forward,
far to
too
the
far
right or
back.
left.
I've never had that problem in my life.
Central on the toilet seat. So when you are sitting down, it should feel.
All right, let's get
like
to it. We get it.
Far forward, somewhere right in the middle, just like that. How to sit on a toilet properly. I have talked about how to do it.
Oh, look, he's doing a review on it. So
Reviews his own video on it. Hey, just to let you know, folks, I was wrong. You were supposed to kind of have your
Well,
knees up
let's
higher,
see who
leaning
this is.
forward.
yeah, let's see who this
With
guy
the-
is. It's a helpful DIY dude. And can you hear this?
No, I can hear it like it's coming through yours, like a little.
He's going to show you how to drive a car. So subscribe to DIY Helpful Guy. He has 820,000 subscribers.
It would be helpful though if he was actually correct in what he was saying. Trust me, when I had the hemorrhoids thing, I did look up correctly. Like if you're leaning forward, it is trying to basically like get rid of, obviously you don't want to lean far back or off the sides like he's saying. That's ridiculous. But you do want to lean kind of forward
Well,
with your
here I'm
knees
looking
up.
up how to sit on a toilet comfortably and maintain good posture. Keep your knees high. Okay, you said that right. Keep your knees higher than your hips.
Yeah.
Use a footstool if needed.
Yeah.
Lean forward slightly.
Yes.
Put your elbows on your knees. Bulge out your abdomen.
And breathe like you're supposed to breathe out.
Straighten your
obviously.
spine and experiment with different angles and positions. 7 positions to relieve constipation. Well, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, the bottom line is, in order for you to sit on the toilet, you need to sit on it. And I'm going to show this picture. Let me see. if I can
You
get
might
this.
have one of the diagrams I seen before.
sitting
my
on
past.
sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, for like obviously when you're looking at this, if you have hemorrhoids, you've experienced them even once, you want to find out, hey, what the hell's going on? Because you're gonna make it worse if you're straining. That's what's causing your hemorrhoid. Like if you have stuck, and you don't have good. This is hilarious. This whole episode. If you don't have good proper poop flow, then something is seriously wrong. So, like you were saying earlier, you got to get good fiber in your diet. So you want foliage, you want to have some sort of spinach or good greens in your system too. Which is why when I was talking about this is greens. So greens is giving you it's foliage. It's just in a gummy form. So if you're getting some sort of fiber, I know that the fiber bars, juice, whatever, something that would help you maybe, taking it after meals, maybe if you're eating heavy shit that doesn't flow well through your body. But yeah, So there's good things to help if you have a problem with flu.
So the bottom line is, this is how I picture MC sitting on the toilet. This is you.
I don't even think I could do that if I wanted to.
This is you squatting down on the toilet, just taking a dump. Just don't do this. You might fall. But this is how I picture MC saying, get your knees above, squat down like you're in the desert and just take a crap.
I wish I could do that without killing myself.
Well, you could just squat down. You should you just put a hole.
Probably not getting out of that position.
Just put a hole in the floor, squat down,
back locked. Can't get out of this position now. Fuck it. I'm just gonna walk around like this.
I'm just gonna power poo. Just shoot it out like a rocket.
Maybe this is our niche. Maybe every episode we start breaking algorithm for like health advice from people who have no degree or specialty.
We have no degree on how to do this.
Listen to helpful hints that these 50-year-old men are telling you that maybe you didn't know over the course of your life.
Yeah. So the bottom line is we have no idea. We're just speaking on behalf of the internet sharing.
Age and experience of how to poop.
We have no idea whether or not this shit works or not. No pun intended. So
I'm going to start taking copper and see if my hair comes back.
Next episode of Me Podcast You Listen, Coach JC has a full head of hair.
Wouldn't it be funny? The next episode's all red.
It's just total darkness, and my hair is like.
Sounded same with a hairy girl.
I take off my beanie. It's like poof. Man, that copper's working.
Oh shit! I would have thought it actually grew your hair back. That didn't do that for me.
Let's see if copper and hair color is true.
Look it up.
See. Taking copper again. The internet is taken with a grain of salt because we don't know who's writing these things.
Yeah, but if I've taken it and I've noticed the difference of it, then I could give you a firsthand account to say.
So to address the gray hair using copper, eat foods high in copper, such as liver, oysters, sesame seeds, or almonds. I only eat almonds.
I'm not going to eat liver.
Consider copper supplements to replenish the body's copper levels, which may promote melanin production and reduce gray hair. So reducing gray hair. I don't think it's going to help my gray
I don't think if you're 80 years old and still take that you would have no gray hair. Because obviously I'm not 80 years old. I can't speak to that. But I could tell you when I was noticing more gray hairs when I upped my copper intake to almost daily, because I just started taking with zinc because I have so much zinc. I take zinc daily.
So what causes the difference? So what causes premature gray hair from this article from Everyday Young Magazine? Top 10 vitamins and minerals to help prevent and reduce hair going gray. Zinc. I take zinc.
I do as well.
Copper. Gray hair has also been linked with deficiencies with mineral copper. Copper is specifically linked with reducing free radical damage and production of melanin in your bodies. There's a delicate balance in your body between zinc and copper. Many people have too much copper in their bodies from drinking unfiltered water from copper pipes. Do you have copper pipes?
I only drink bottled water.
Chronic stress can also interfere with your levels. Oh, there you go. Fuck that. Dude. I'm just messed up. Also, iodine may be used because of the soils and deficiency. Bananas are rich in iodine. Have them in a smoothie. B vitamins, vitamin C and E. Weird and wonderful fixes for gray hair. Nutritional yeast. Blackstrap molasses. You ever heard of that?
I've not. Blackstrap molasses.
A byproduct of sugar cane industry, this dark liquid product is extracted during processing. It's a high in vitamins and minerals that are found in regular sugar. Wheatgrass, ho shou wu, powerful Chinese plant, and onion juice. These are all things that I will not.
Onion juice.
These are all things I will not be doing.
Sorry, honey, I smell like an onion. But I got my red beard back.
Yeah, check it out, man. I got a dark beard, but I smell like an onion.
I'm a fucking onion man now, but you got your husband's beard back.
Yeah, check it out. Woo, look at my face. Looks this together now, not so gray.
Yeah,
kids-
it might help. I don't know.
Some
I mean,
kid
I do
that-
take a combination of other things that you did say on there, so I take a pretty decent amount throughout either time or
Take onion juice.
Onion, yeah, no garlic because I'm a fan of garlic, but it's from the same family.
So do you have like just a bottles of supplements just sitting on a shelf somewhere that you just go through every day? Doesn't it hurt your gut?
I take milk thistle, which is good for the like liver, kidney, that type of stuff. But most of the stuff, this is another helpful hint. I don't know how much time we have, but most of my supplements are in powdered form with a gel, which gel is usually made from collagen stuff or whatever collagen,
capsules.
which you need anyways. And that dissolves in there. I think the capsules are really harder on your stuff. So there are certain things like zinc is in that. And I think calcium, which I don't take that every day. There are things I do take. I take a lot of that stuff that Chuck Norris on his ad said, which is like the mushroom complex. I take ashwagandha root. So I'll try the stuff. CoQ10 I've taken for a while, which I did notice I'd almost get a second kick when I first started taking CoQ10. But again, like everything, you got to see how you're reacting to it. And then you should probably research the stuff to see side effects too. Because obviously if you're mixing it with medications or other stuff, obviously, you can't come out and say, hey, this is definitely going to work or not mess you up. Because some stuff you can't, like you can't take really you can't be taking aspirin, I think, which I try to take that a day, or a chewable baby aspirin. You shouldn't be taking that if you're taking blood thinners or something else, because obviously you don't want to be like you scrape yourself in there bleeding like a fountain.
All right. Now that we made everybody turn off this podcast with that rant about the the opinions of MC. And remember, those are opinions.
We are not doctors.
Nope, not
Let's
even
put it
close.
that way.
Not even
look
close.
the stuff up yourself. That's how
And
we find
don't
out
look
this
it up.
stuff.
Consult a physician. All right. Neat podcast. You listen. Thanks for tuning in to what we went on. We were supposed to talk about the penguin, but we went off in a tangent about
me health. You listen.
me poo poo right. You watch. So thanks for watching. Subscribe. Check us out. And tune in to our next episode. And that's it. Peace out.